first thing you are going to need is this add-on, CoRubrics, which you can find in the Google Workspace Marketplace, where you can find Google applications. I already have it installed. I cannot reinstall it, but it would only be to look for it here, type CoRubrics and click on install. I will need a template like this. A first sheet where there is a rubric, a second sheet where I would put the students' names and their email addresses, and a third sheet where I would put the teachers' names and email address. This allows the tool to, well, first generate a list of students to evaluate and then know who are students, who are teachers, and who are, well, colleagues who are evaluating. Then you have to look for the CoRubrics extension and activate the CoRubrics add-on on the sheet. And now you have to create the form. I will call this one test. Here I already have the new form created by the application itself. Here is the preview. Why do I leave each of the headings blank? Because if I write it, this is designed to write a short rubric, but if I write very long rubrics, it generates a huge text here and it looks very ugly. So as my rubrics are a bit longer, I put it in photo format, and that way it is more aesthetically, visually. Now I have already asked all my students to evaluate themselves and to evaluate their peers. All the teachers who have participated in the project have also been asked to do so. And what I'm going to do is process the answers from the form. A form if I come to this tab, I see how all the answers are being processed. Processing all the responses. Here at the end, the program translates it into a score. And then I can decide how much the co-evaluation weighs, how much the self-evaluation weighs. If there is a big difference, then for example, imagine that the student here has given himself a 3 and the teachers have given him a 1. Well, what I would do would be to talk to that student about that particular aspect so that the student with his digital learning diary can provide me with evidence of why he has given himself a 3. And I, at the same time, with my class journal, well, I can explain to him why I gave him that grade. Well, as I imagine you know, assessing competencies is not an easy task, and it is for me. All that would be left for me to do is to come in here and send the results to the students. In order to send the results to the students, I choose what I want to be sent. If I want a final grade to be sent, a final grade to be sent. If I want only some of the evaluations to be sent, I send them all. If I want an overall grade, if I want a score. And this would be the report that the student receives in his email. As we have all the competencies that are evaluated, you can see the score of your classmates, your own score, and the teacher's score. Also here in a more visual way, because, for example, the strongest pink points is that his grade has coincided. That is the grade given to you by your classmates and the grade given to you by the teacher. If the grade of the 3 parties involved in the evaluation coincides, then it appears in green. This means that the teacher's grade, your classmate's grade, and your own grade coincide. As you can see, there is not much discrepancy between the grades that his classmates give him, that he gives himself, and that the teachers give him, because this is, I don't know, I think this is a fear that people have, teachers who have not used this form of evaluation, and in fact he usually evaluates himself lower than what he has been evaluated, for example, by the teaching staff. It is also true that as I ask them for evidence, well, they make a reflection process and do not put the score in a crazy way, but well, I believe that it is a method that, without being perfect, does help a lot to evaluate competencies. Here at the end, it has, well, a grade. You can see the grade you have given yourself and the grade given by the teachers. And the final grade you get, you can also see the comments sent to you by the teachers, in this case then to us.